Alright, time to start a ranked Pygmalion run. I haven't played Pig in a while. I think he's still one of the stronger characters. But we'll see here. It's been a while since I played him, so I'm feeling a bit rusty on him. That's why I figured I'd load up and give him a shot here. It's very hard for me to ever turn down the income start with him.
Discounts for peace. You are enough, friend. But I'm glad you bought this.
Matchbox can be turned into stuff, so we'll take it here. Fixer upper, huh? It's a real early fixer upper. Depends on what I get, but I could potentially turn that into stuff, especially since it's a 4-second trigger for this. We'll go with this for now. Mostly I'm going to try to sandstorm victory on the first round if I can at this point. It's going to be a little tough. Could go with Pyro. I should have enough healing to counter this, because this is 2 triggers. So this basically is a 4-second over and over again. Sure. I mean, really, the only thing to get here is the Toxic Fang. And even then, it's only because it's a fast item.
Believe you'll win, and you'll win, but not against me.
Well, the worst thing you could get from that fight for Pig. All right, I definitely have food, so I'll take this. And what do we got here? I could take the income here, which is probably the best bet. I probably am not winning the first round doing this for sure, but I'm trying to set myself up for better plays later.
My people believe in peace. Boring!
You are a child to me.
Let's see here. Ooh, well, yeah, I don't think I'm going to get enough regen in time to actually counteract the damage here. I mean, there is a chance, but boy, that's going to be really unlikely. Oh, maybe. Huh. Well. It's not the prettiest of victories, but, you know, you take what you can get sometimes.
If you think you've hurt my feelings, I assure you I have none.
I mean, Bushel is strong. I do like Bushel.
Now that's giving up the business!
Alright, what do we got here? Sure.
You picked that up quickly.
Looks like I'm kind of moving into shield heal build of sorts. Really hard for me to turn down an extra 2 income here. I probably need the XP here because I highly doubt that I'm going to actually be killing in the next fight. Not sure what's all going to be in this regen category. I'm going to take a look here, though, before I decide. After looking at it, there is a couple items in here that could make a difference, so we'll go here.
I love everyone.
Do like getting both of these upgraded here.
Why do my people live in forests? The
Um,
cities where the wounds are.
yeah, we could do this. What we got in there? Let's. I think that's not a bad idea here. Might allow me to beat something here. I know I couldn't kill Warrior, mainly because it's going to continue to keep stacking damage. I would need a faster board, and I just don't have it. Giant mosquito items aren't terrible. I mean, that does give Rush or Keen Eye as well. I mean, the Rogue Scrapper, though, has Rust, which is always good. I still think I would prefer the chance to get some haste. You know, haste or cooldown reduction.
It's all about motivation. You gotta know what you're fighting for.
Yeah, that's not bad. I get it on maybe like bushel here. I mean, we'll save it for now, but I could get it on like bushel, maybe reduce bushels overall amount. I think we go with this just to get the extra regen.
Body, I bet you feel amazing right now.
We got here. Let's see. What do we got with cooldown? Maybe. That was one of the most garbage rolls I've seen. Great. All right. Well. That's something. We'll save you, though, for a little while longer. Not going to re-roll here. It's just it's nothing I can really buy.
Are you sure?
Uh,
Noticed I'm huge?
What do we got here?
But if you insist.
Level 3. Yeah, that's going to be rough for me. Well, you know, the idea that they really don't have scaling might actually win me this fight. Wow.
Defeat does not defeat me.
Really surprised at how good Bushel is. Maybe I should pay attention more to it.
If you're not growing, you're failing.
Not a big fan of the bronze item. I'd rather have the extra gold here. I mean, that gives that a little bit more damage, but we'll hold off on that for now, depending on what items I might see later on. Let's see what you have here. That's pretty decent. Does give me a little bit more of a burn angle.
Might leave a scar, but nothing a tattoo won't cover.
I mean, I do really like that, especially early game here.
Try not to almost die every day.
All right, so what do you got? Well, there was another little hiccup. Come on, reconnect. Okay, did they do an update? And I didn't catch it? I will return. Okay, resuming the fight. There was indeed a patch, that's why it was broken, and I didn't pay attention that it was going to be patch day today. No big deal. Gave me a chance to actually make some modifications to the computer that I really needed to do, so.
This world is full of noise. You must find
Now, where were we? I almost wonder if I want a flat crit. I don't really bank on having a too large amount of tools. I'm kind of low on funds. I can still spend that and get the 4% crit here. Why not?
the
That's
bazaar is a rabid
still not
beast.
terrible.
Be its
I don't know if we have enough burn for that, though. I think we do. Oof. All right. I hope we do.
I win! Oh, we haven't started yet?
The Healy slow burn build.
Whew, seeing spots
It's
here.
working. $43.
Small things remind me of seeds, acorns, home.
really
feel
there.
more leaves falling?
Do the abandoned chest, get something for free. Could put you on the board for now, which is probably what I'll end up doing. We'll get a skill here, see what we get. Not bad, you know.
Now that's giving them the business.
Upgrade a bronze tier. If I'm going to do anything with the fixer-upper, I upgrade that, but not really feeling like the fixer-upper is the way to go right now. I think if I'm going to get some wins, I'm going to have to do the golf clubs here,
That's a fine piece.
just to try to keep the tempo going.
Can be better. My work is for the glory of Damaska.
It's a weird thing to upgrade. I generally don't like it, but hey, right now, kind of trying to keep this
My
tempo going
people
here.
believe in peace. Boring. Are you sure?
And what do we run into? A Lumbors build.
I'm huge.
Very much a high damage build. Okay. I think my golf clubs are going to fill the gap, though, enough here.
I believed in
Yeah,
myself,
there
and
we
I
go.
Still lost.
Big old clubs. It's a new way to go clubbing, I guess. Alright, what are we really looking to upgrade here? I think I'm looking just for a free tool at this point. Interesting. Going with a Pigmac build, apparently. Ooh. Aerodrome. What would I be after with this build? Could do like the spa.
I'm a people.
Since I really don't have direction, I think this is
Sometimes
probably
I
the better
sell stuff.
choice. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Happy to make a sale. Sad to say goodbye.
Need to get some better scaling, though. I mean, right now this is doing the good work, but I really
You
kind of
bring
want to
your
get to
city
something
ways
that's
to dead
got a
grass.
little bit more
I'll
oomph
show you
behind
where
it.
to stick 'em. Dead grassers, remember. You gonna meet my cousins.
I got maybe one more, possibly two more wins out of this if I'm lucky. I think I'm probably going to be working my way out of this fixer-upper because I haven't really found anything that's going to be generating enough money. Stick with non-purchases at the moment.
If you're not growing, you're failing.
Let's see, do we got some direction here? No. Lethargy would be interesting here, but I think we just go with long strides. Not probably going to be using it at the moment, but it could potentially be useful here. If I do find something I can...
Oh, hello. I mean, welcome to my business.
Normally I wouldn't reroll here, but I have a little bit I could sell, depending on what I have. Go up to 30. This would be the weirdest golf clubs build I ran. Is it worth the 8 gold? Yeah.
It's smaller than Quixel.
Yeah.
Did you see it, Quixel? I made a sale.
It's very similar now to the, what is it, the Kukri, I think it is, where it gains more damage per heal. I think the Kukri casts at 9, though, instead of 7. It is 1 wide instead of 2, so I could see uses between it. Let's see what happens here, though.
Well, I guess motivation isn't everything.
All right, let's take a look here. All right, let's see. What do I... or 24 shield. Boy, that's a lot of shield on that. I think I'll save that for now. I could use it, but man. Ooh, the poison extraction.
Hi, I'm Quixel, master merchant or something.
Yeah, I mean, 6 regen seems good.
I'm
Oh,
from
there's the
Mark's
Kukri.
Moon's dad. He actually cares about this.
Silver, that's gaining 10. This is gaining 30. It is an 8 cast instead of a 7, yeah. It's kind of the trade-off with it. In my current situation, I think this is still better.
Imagine the wonders waiting for us in the
Wow.
ground.
Oof, could I use 2 of those? I think that's a terrible idea. I almost want to do this for more income. Now let's re-roll and see what I get. Duct tape isn't bad. Use the item to the left of this. Put that here. That should trigger this quite a bit. I could probably get rid of the bandages then, because this should trigger a lot more often than this. Or the Uwashawali. Although the Uwashawali is what's triggering the golf clubs to be a lot better. Although I don't think that amount of stacking difference is going to be
That
enough.
belongs in a museum.
Well, let's
Don't
actually
guess
do that then. Let's put you into here. We are going to increase you to 29. There we go. Let's see what we get.
Yes, most of our citizens are roaches. Is there a problem with that?
Yeah, I think that actually ends up being even more triggers.
Outrageous! I'm an elected official!
It's all about motivation. You gotta know what you're fighting for.
Yeah, let's get another silver item here. And upgrade. Why not? I think if I'm going to upgrade anything at this point, though, it's definitely going to be you here. A little bit more regen out of it. There's a few items I could use here that I wouldn't be upset by. I don't mind buying this for a little bit more econ. I can visit a couple here. That's nice. Okay, yeah, that'll be pretty good.
So glad we could share this experience today.
Marbles wouldn't be awful either. Mainly because that would help trigger these a little bit. This a little bit more, which is more triggers there, more triggers here, but it would be less shielding. I don't think it fits here right now. Hopefully there's a fight. Good, good. It's actually what we wanted.
Who sent you? That cretin, Harrow.
So this will actually help put us ahead of the game by quite a bit now.
I could use a strong arm like yours.
Will we get tier anything decent? Well, you know, hey.
You do see these tusks, right?
What do we got here? Friend build? Yep, a friend build and fire. Interesting. Not bad, not bad. Time to start looking to pivot into something, though. Something that's got a little bit more late game potential. Still waiting for some direction, though. Haven't really seen anything yet. We could re-roll this, see what we get. I mean, I could visit quite a few merchants and see if I can pump this up any. Wash a Wally on bronze isn't going to make it back to the battlefield. So let's re-roll you. See if we can hit something here decent. And I tried to use this. I couldn't get it to work well enough. So I'm going to just re-roll it here into a dud. Okay. Well, you're four gold, maybe 5. We'll just get an item here. A bit of econ. Probably should have held on to that before selling.
Welcome
I'll take a peek in here.
What can I get you?
I wanted to go into freeze. That's not bad, but yeah.
See that mountain?
I feel like this is where I need to start picking a better direction, and I'm not picking one.
See me now.
Silver or lower? Or a skill? Let's go with a skill.
Hey,
One of these really I really need to
and it's
upgrade.
affordable. Cute kid too.
Yeah, it's not terrible. If I get a few more heal items or a few more weapons. 10% more crit on heal items isn't bad either. We'll go this route because
There are a
there's
lot of steps in this
potential for some
staircase,
scaling in there.
but it's beautiful up there.
I think these are... I feel like I should be able to beat this guy. I'm ahead enough that I'm okay with it, and I wouldn't mind picking up most of these, actually. So we'll see. do you got for me? Okie dokie. That's a very, very interesting item. I've never had a board where I could use it. The issue being is its speed. It really needs to be able to go faster for it to be any good. I mean, right now it's a good 50 money for a pivot if needed. But we'll hang on to it.
There's two kinds of people. Rich
There's an item I could
and
use
stupid.
to go into a freeze build. Kind of want to do that. Let's see if I can turn that into something. I don't see this often enough to not want to pick it up.
Lux told me about you. You're
Hopefully it'll help buy another victory here. I can reroll in case I want to sell the weapon here, so. And 8 income's promising. This is 2 extra income and extra health. It's pretty good. Better than the retort. Yeah. Or the elutal. Don't really need the exchange right now for it.
someone with taste.
What I really need to get now is the oh, I forget what it's called. The spoon. I don't know. I actually forget what it's called, but it's really good. It's the one that every time you freeze, it gains more burn. I would love to get Bonk here. God, Bonk would be insane. It's by far one of my favorite skills that you can get from one of the monsters.
Hey, I was just joking.
Stops a lot of weird combos too that people end up getting late game or mid game. Nope. Oh well. Yeah, we'll take the level up though. I'm in a pretty hefty regen build, so let's take a look at what items we can get
Training
here.
your body to do the impossible isn't going to be comfortable. Okay?
I think we do this.
There.
This just stacks a lot more regen.
Bad, right?
Oh, another pig that hasn't lost.
Are you sure?
Oh boy, what they got going on?
I'm huge.
What do
My
you got
dreams
going
are
on?
Too big for you to steal.
Some shielding. Ooh, some scaling with the shield. I like this. I like Showcase. I really do. I think it's really a good item. I'm terrible at using it, but I like it.
Now that
Yep.
was invigorating.
Oh, so close. If I would have just had a little bit more time. You'll have that. Let's see if we can get a pivot going, though.
Discounts for peace.
really just want you to get upgraded. Looking for stuff to freeze with. Igloo just never seems good enough unless I'm missing it. I feel like maybe I'm missing something with Igloo. Oh yeah, when you level it up, it actually starts to freeze more and more. So it'd be 3, 6.
I can feel our energies resonating.
For me, this is talking fast. Your coins are like
Here we go.
dust in my palm. But thank you.
I'm not built for a drum, but a drum wouldn't be bad. Should I try again for bonk? I think I should. What am I looking for here?
Give me the gold, and nobody gets hurt. Tough out here, okay?
I mean, that could be really good. My current build. Five-second trigger over a 6-second double trigger. Okay. So you're going to trigger once, and then the next time you trigger, it's going to be a lot more damage. Okay.
Moving up in the world.
All right, there's a sale on that.
Every item finds its body.
Now that's giving them the business.
I just like the more health. I'm in a good enough spot money-wise. Private hot springs. That goes to... Trying to think if I use this, do I want to get it? If I could get its cooldown even lower, it'd be ridiculous. But yeah, let's.
Just close your eyes.
I'm willing to buy
and
some of the
grab
items from here if I can.
Trash
That's
is
never a
trash.
bad one.
Reuse everything.
Yeah. Okay. Really starting to teeter off on some of this stuff. So
I should warn you.
at this point in time, I think I'm going to start getting out DPS'd over the healing.
You should
The
know,
healing's just not
I'm
going
a
to keep
bit
up
of
with
a
it now.
legend on Pelago.
Sea Dog Saloon, Sea Shadow Shark Ray, yeah. Like, this more than likely is going to be enough damage that I'm not going to be able to handle it. And I know that going into this fight, but you know, at this point in time, we're hoping. As you can see, the amount of
I paint my
Yeah.
ship red.
I mean, I still
But
did a pretty
don't
decent amount of damage, but
pay.
I'm just going to get so interrupted by this, I can't keep up with it anymore. What I'm really hoping to hit now is a few more freeze items, things like that. I do want to try to get Ice Luge on here because I can get this down to 4.9, which means it potentially with a freeze or two freezes on the board would be really, really good. You know, things like that. So
You're huge.
Globe
Do
would
you have
be
any
pretty
huge
good.
items?
Yeah, that's not what I'm looking for at this point. Nope.
Midsworth says I'm bad at this, but I just want the huge things.
Property would be money. This would be good, but I'm not really not really fighting for econ at this point. All right. You're gonna hit really, really hard now. I think I outscale you though. I wouldn't mind a weather machine. It'd be interesting. You can be sold.
If you're not growing, you're failing.
Burn. Boy, I'd really have loved to be able to put that on the. Oh, I can't think of what it's called. I'll look it up here. The steam ladle. What could I put that on though? Spices, I'm pretty sure, are going to be off the board. Private Hot Springs is just probably double burn, yeah, which isn't bad. I mean, that means it'll end up being 24 burn. So, I mean, I guess that's what I end up doing here. It's not ideal, but I mean, even 16 at this level is not bad. I'm just missing a decent activator for it, and then I'll switch over. Igloo isn't terrible, but you know, I really would like to get a little bit more than that. Igloo with burn probably wouldn't have been too bad, but let's see if I can't get another activator for it. Come on. No. I mean, that's not bad. That could potentially be a... we'll see. Mysterious portal.
So hard to put a price on the priceless.
That's interesting. That is interesting. if we end up going something like this, and this as well, Igloo would be out. Although Igloo's 2 activators right now. Do something like this, which would put this at a 5.6. This would double trigger this because it's both items freezing. And 4.7. It would then reduce these. This would be 4.6. It would be a 0.6 cast timer every single time there was a freeze that happened. That would scale these being used a lot. I just don't know if that's enough burn and enough time frame. The regen's not bad. I just don't, again, I don't know if that's going to be enough stacking regen. Never played a build like this, so where am I at? I'm at 6 wins. I'm willing to test it here, though. I'm willing to take something that I had that was really good, turn it into something garbage, and be upset with myself if it happens. Yes, I can do that. How's that sound? All right. This way I don't even try to go back. We will take you in case I can play you.
Any of my items.
There's a couple other items in here I could have used. I think if this becomes... If Luge ends up becoming Diamond, I think it ends up removing 2 seconds. Yeah. So, I mean, I could end up keeping that for now. We'll see. I mean, the Isolato missing that's going to hurt a lot. Missing a globe or something like that's going to miss a lot, hurt a lot too. Maybe freeze room as well. Freeze room's usually pretty good. So, you know, hey, it is what it is. I'm just kind of curious to see how this actually plays out. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be enough triggers. But, you know, it's actually not bad, but
The lesson you
yeah,
learned today, I
just
learned
too much
a
scaling
century
here.
ago.
Close though. That was way closer than I thought it would be.
There is more to your destiny than gold.
Interesting.
But gold is nice.
Usually Sanguine Valley would be... Obsidian Enchant would be really, really good.
Space is my canvas.
What do I put this on
And
now?
time is my paint.
I guess you.
From mundane to magnificent.
Slow.
Getting hard to stay positive.
If I don't have what you need, I'll help you find who does.
I can't pass that up
I think
because
you're really gonna
I could do
enjoy
another changeover into something where that's really, really good. Really need like a cold room. Would probably be the better one. Oh wow. I guess this build just sucks. Oh well. It was worth a shot. I was kind of curious about it. Upgrade an item. Definitely should
I don't
upgrade
boast
this.
for myself. I boast for some. The fire softens before it strengthens. Remember that.
Size
Small
dilutes the
items.
brain. Mine is highly concentrated.
There's
I
the
think
ladle.
that suits you beautifully.
It's a lot more burn.
It's all about motivation. You gotta know what you're fighting for.
Yeah, sure. Nothing really else to pick here. Pretty sure this is bad for me, but hey, we'll give it a shot. Again, I knew the risks going into this build.
King, not to squabble with nobodies. Like my crew says at the bar.
Huh, well,
Another round.
not too bad. Still rather surprised by it. I still think like cold room here would be better. Let's see what we get here for a freeze item. Yeah, that could be really good too. What would I do in place of that? I do cold room and this. It's probably the best bet. But for now, luge is probably going to be... I don't know. Luge really isn't that great. Not going to be able to fit that on the board. We'll do a little bit more health here. Pig doesn't really need it all that much, but... we'll see what happens. I'm hoping if this triggers and this triggers, and that'll be a lot of extra healing. Because this is going to hurt, especially now that they kind of changed him. I just need to somehow get a way to bolster this just a hair more, and I think I'll be in good shape.
Jabalians are pacifists.
So many times where I would have loved that item. But... Oh, hey, that's not bad. All right, let's see if we can get an upgrade to either.
The finer the meal. Tell
We'll pick a
everyone
yo-yo
you
up.
got it here.
See what happens. Huh. Goodness, got nothing. All right, well.
My dreams are too big for you to steal.
Go ahead. Underestimate me. It makes this more fun.
A pufferfish. Yep.
You've got talent.
Wow.
You should put it toward nobler use.
That was a crazy, crazy victory. Crazy victory. All right, so let's see. What do you
Come
got?
on in. Let's chat.
For each adjacent property, that's still pretty good.
I get it. You're busy. Enjoy your purchase.
See, the booby trap, I don't. I wish I would have been paying attention to how much it was triggering. Because I get the feeling it's not triggering as much as it should be. And the ladle itself probably isn't enough burn if I could get... I'm trying to think of what else I'd want to squeeze in here instead of the ladle, although the ladle's still pretty good. I mean, if I get a freeze room, I might still replace the freeze room. Yeah, I'm not sure yet. I'd have to... We'll have to see.
Yataria? The dunes? Where shall we start?
Got a pretty decent amount of money to reroll here. Hopefully hit something interesting. That could be interesting, huh? Faster triggers on everything. Do I need the steam ladle anymore? Or would the stopwatch and the snow globe be enough triggers?
Hey, you're
Yeah,
a
I think they
natural
will
at
be.
this.
All right, so we'll test it on this fight, see how it looks. You and I are going to have a lot of freezing, Volcus. I feel like you win this if you freeze. Lord of the Waste is probably going to be a better test for when I'm trying to see if this is going to go off enough damage or not.
Your strength is beautiful.
And the whitest item that I can't use, okay. I could be putting luge on the board, but where? Yeah.
Ah, the joy of more.
What should be upgraded? I think wand? I think wand is to 2-second cooldown. Yeah.
Don't tell me Ford's your smith. That guy is tightened, tempered, oiled, and tuned.
You have at least a grain of wisdom, since you have come to me.
What about here? What do you got? That'll increase the amount of shielding that I'm getting per freeze.
Your enlightenment is my reward.
Just toss that on my back, and I'll trot it
More
to your door.
freeze. All right. Well, it's a weird enough build. We'll see what it does.
Are you sure? Have you noticed I'm huge? Hmm?
I may be young for a captain,
We got
but I've seen my share of
crow's
storms.
nest, cutlass. Ooh, pretty good.
Next time, boys, less blunder, more
Better when you get locked down, though. It's hard to win. Hard to win. All right. Let's do... Yeah, there we go. Small and medium,
Everyone here
okay.
is huge. It's terrifying. That's fine. Don't care.
No. Don't think I'm going to beat Volcus, but I'm going to try it because now I'm kind of interested.
Submit to cryification.
Mainly because this ability right here, you know, something like this still wouldn't be too bad for me. So we're in a really weird build between the two of us, huh?
Requesting backup. Now.
Just the whole scaling from that other ability is pretty good, though.
Now that's giving them the business.
Diamond items or shield.
My one
There goes
backup
shield.
will
There's a
never
couple
strike in
here I
row.
could use.
Just waited for them to collapse.
I think it's this one, right? Yeah.
Here's the
That just
enemy.
kicks off a
Here's
lot
shield.
more of this once I get
Shield
one freeze
goes
item
in the
to go.
Simple, right?
Oh, there isn't anything in here you could help with. Why did I choose you?
Window shoppers.
I
Enchanted
bring
items,
tidings
okay.
from the Empyrean realm, and also merchandise.
Multicast.
It is unwise to turn away a messenger
Well.
of the Empyrean.
I should warn you. I'm not like other Jabalians.
You remind me of someone I fought last century.
Ah, crit build. I got it.
is
Yep.
always a price for knowledge. You have just
The only
paid.
thing I could have hoped for is that getting staying locked down, but yep.
Yeah, most Jabalians will never know this feeling.
8 victories, oh, not bad. Okay. All right. Well, not too bad for not playing Pig in a while. Might try again here in the near future. I just need to work on setting up my new mic, and we'll go from there. Till next time.